Hello there. This is Kathy Rosso Jonas, licensed clinical social worker from Epic Healing Eugene. I wanted to say just a few things about preparation today. So if I was going to list off a few of my top points about preparation, I think that I would first say about mindfulness and getting used to breathing and making your exhale longer than your inhale. It's a very simple technique. It's actually a technique that can override a panic attack, because if we're really anxious, we're really doing a lot of shallow breathing and it's up here. So elongating your breath and making especially your exhale longer than your inhale is a way to not only stop a panic attack, but it's also to start building some mindfulness, breathing down into your belly and feeling more alive in the present moment awareness through the whole action of your breath. So just start practicing that. Another thing that I would say, a lot of people that seem to come to psilocybin, or at least in the people that have been coming to us, are pretty intelligent people. They've done a lot of research. They've read about psilocybin. They've listened to documentaries. They've done a lot of research to feel comfortable in exploring this modality. Along with what comes along with being intelligent is a lot of people are really in their heads. They think a lot. And that can actually be an issue with letting go enough and relaxing enough for the psilocybin and your inner intelligence to get to know each other during the psychedelic experience in that psychoactive space. So a technique to start thinking about is to start breathing into the heart space, even putting your hand in the heart space to really get to know that part of yourself. Because this is the part that you're really going to be connecting with more, or even coming alive as like an awakening of the heart, which can certainly happen the more that we dive into connecting with that deeper part of ourselves. So a technique to practice is see if you can bring your awareness, your breathing, into your heart space, and even sensing maybe the experiences of your life that you really find enjoyable. Just bringing some mindfulness. If you like to connect with nature, just see if you can kind of maybe breathe in and connect with nature through your heart space. Animals are really good for connecting with, as you're interacting with a favorite pet or somebody else's animal that you like, that you can kind of just see if you can tune into that heart space. Tuning into children is really good. A loved one, just trying to see if you can be more present in your connection to enliven that heart space. And the reason why this is so important is because this is really where the action lies. It's not going to happen in your head as far as thinking about healing. It's going to be an experiential deep dive into this really healing space, which again is the heart space. As much as you can as well is just being okay with the present moment in whatever form it takes, and to start noticing that there's some impermanence to the coming and going of different emotional states, and that you're still okay with that, that there's a part of you that stays steady. And that is really important, because what this helps us do is start to build some resiliency, that we just aren't in one state of mind, such as frustration or anger or fear, anxiety, that these states come and go. So there's a part of you that stays really steady. So the more that you're able to kind of just be with the emotions coming and going, physical sensations coming and going, and to understand that there's always going to be a shift in that, then you're going to be able to ride the ups and downs, the expansive states, the contracted states that go along with a psychedelic experience. One other technique I think is really helpful is to give yourself positive self-talk. So something I tell people when I'm doing preparation with them is psilocybin's been around for thousands and thousands of years, and here we are in this awakening of the what is termed a psychedelic renaissance, that more and more people are using it. And its addictive qualities are like very, very, very low, very on the opposite extreme of what heroin is. It is very low risk as far as psilocybin for most everybody, unless you have some kind of counterindications about taking psilocybin, such as an unstable mental health or medical state that people should really be stable before they come in. And this is something that gets discussed about and during screening and the consultation process to make sure if a person has, is coming into this experience being stable. But say that you are, is that we're just really looking at approaching this with knowing that you're going to be okay, and just reminding yourself that people are doing this. Thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are doing this, and they've been okay. You'll be okay too. Well, I hope those little pointers are helpful. Of course, there's a lot more to say. This is just like a little quick little tidbit of information about preparing for a psychedelic experience and readying yourself for that. And take good care. Been really enjoying working with people here at Epic Healing Eugene and seeing this whole psychedelic offerings really increase. There's lots of other service centers opening now in Oregon, and people are finding services that they need or could benefit from. So everybody take care, and this is Kathy Roosevelt Jonas signing off from Epic Healing Eugene.